I have to redo my rant video. I was just going on and on about people who are pieces of shit, including my dad. If I would make a video at going into detail for my fans, but not on here because there are a lot of really rude people on that leave comments on my YouTube channel. So here's the deal, guys. This is how I roll. I'm only available to people who are nice to me and who care how I feel. So that eliminates my dad. And I want to preface this by saying my dad loves me, but he's an ass. So I'm mad at him. Right now I'm mad at my mom for not acknowledging my feelings. My brother was rude and disrespectful to me when I've been the one that's been there for him all these years. And I want an apology. My brother has never apologized for anything, neither has my dad, so they never will. So that's fine. I won't talk to them. Boundaries and standards. Like, I don't want these people in my life that just want to talk to me however they want and don't give a shit how I feel. So, done. And I'm not a believer that family is blood. Family is not blood. Family is who I was born into. But now I'm an adult. I get to choose who is around me. I get to choose who's in my life. I get to choose how I live my life. And I get to choose who I date. And also, Mr. H from Bumble, I get to choose who I give my number to. And I don't want to give out my number unless I like you. And I don't know if I like you till I've met you. And then I decide if I want to give you my number. So all these guys throwing out their number at me, they don't want to do a video call. They don't want to schedule a date on the app. They want to do it over the phone by texting. Fuck you. I don't want your bullshit. This is a rant video, if you haven't figured it out yet. It's time for rant because I got very angry last night. I got very angry. I hung up on my mom. That's super triggering when I hang up on people. I told her goodbye first. I told her why I was upset, and I blocked her. So I was very upset with my dad yesterday. I was very upset with my mom. Still upset with my brother. And then this guy on Bumble. And I just want to say that this is my standard for myself. I want to be around people who care how I feel and people who are nice to me. And that excludes family a lot of times. I do not believe that family is thicker than blood. A lot of family is just bullshit and trauma bonds and toxic. A lot of family is toxic because they are often stuck in really unhealthy ways of being, and I'm committed to ease and pleasure and laughter and love. And my family isn't always a contribution to that. My ex-husband is super cool. My kids are super cool. My sister is super cool. And usually so is my mom, but I just got mad at her because she's defending my brother. My brother was out of line with me. He needs to apologize. And somehow we were talking about him because of a trip he's taking and whether it's safe for him to go there. And I happened to mention, probably shouldn't have, that I was still upset with him. He needs to apologize, and she took his side because she feels guilty about not being enough of a mom for him. But I just felt like she didn't care how I felt. And I think as a mom, it would be better for her, instead of defending him, to have a conversation with him and have him be a man and step up and apologize. That's the right thing for him to do, but I don't think he'll ever do it. So my mom is kind of out of the picture right now. And I don't care. I mean, I'm upset. Part of me is upset with myself because I should have a relationship with my parents. No, I shouldn't. That's what I teach my coaching clients. We do the should game. I should be nice to my mom. And then I say to them, no, you shouldn't. I don't have to. It wasn't my choice to be born to them. Maybe it was, but it is my choice now who I interact with. Then I had this jerk on Bumble. I guess it's his choice. He does not want to do a video call first. And he wants to schedule a date on by phone, by texting, not on the app. He doesn't want to text on the app. He's a good-looking guy too, and so lives very close to me. Good-looking guy in his early 50s, has his own business, and I looked him up. when he gave me his number, I looked him up, everything checked out. But and I don't give up my number to guys unless I like them. And I don't know if I like them until I've met them. So many guys are so pushy, like, fuck you. This is but if you haven't figured this out, this is a rant video, okay? And I'm wearing this, like, super cute little, Free People dress. Super cute. I don't know if I should wear this to my son's wedding. I'm supposed to wear, like, it's bohemian style, and I think this might be too, I might have to get like a little yellow t-shirt, but it's perfect. Anyway, so I will not be bullied into giving out my number, or if I think some guy is so hot that I have to do things his way. A man needs to care about what a woman wants to feel safe. That's what I'm used to from my escort clients. They don't push for things, you know. This guy was very respectful. He's like, I understand. I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. But I'm looking for men who actually care how I feel. I matched up with this 29-year-old super hot guy. He's black and tall, has a graduate degree. He's 29. And on his profile, it's like, I love older women. He's a very nice profile and talking about how he can get many women. And yes, I can tell you he can get many, many women of all ages. But he likes women over the age of 50. And if I don't date a white guy, black is my only other race I would consider. Oh my God, this guy look like a freaking model or something. But I will not be swayed by how hot a guy is. It's like, how is this guy treating me? You know, how am I being treated? And that's my standard for people. So I don't give a shit if someone's my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, my kids. I want to be treated nice. And if I don't know, if I'm ever in doubt, like, is this guy treating me okay? I always ask myself one question. And that's making me cry, because I always ask myself, what would my son do? How would my son treat me? How would my son treat his girlfriend or his wife? How would my son treat? And that is my standard, because my sons are decent people. There's so many pieces of shit walking around, including my dad, my brother, and most of the guys on the online dating site. And maybe sometimes I act like a piece of shit too, you know. And another thing I want to say on here, I'm going to own that I'm selfish. And I love that I'm selfish, because if I don't look out for me, no one in the fuck is going to look out for me except for me. And what that means is I look out for me, that I'm treated with love, kindness, and respect, and I'm committed to joy, ease, pleasure. So if people don't give a shit how I feel, they can get the fuck out of here. There's the door. There's the door. Okay, let me do this again. If they don't like it, there's the door. Okay, right there. That's where they can go. Take a freaking hike. And I do that with the comments on my YouTube channel. You know, if I don't like the comment, I delete it, because this is not a place for you to air your dirty laundry. I had a guy that left a super great comment about Match.com. And all the stats about how men don't do well on Match.com unless they're tall, at least, because women don't like short guys, and how the cards are stacked against him, and all these stats. And I know that's all true, but I deleted his comment because his first opening line was, nobody cares how you feel about dating or something. And when he started out with nobody cares how you feel, I was kind of contemplating whether I should leave that up or not. And then I remembered today that I'm committed to people who care how I feel. So he dealt his hand. Now he's hidden from my channel. He can't leave any more comments. So anyone leaving a comment on my channel that's like, I don't care how you feel, or you're just this, or you're just that, you want to call me names or whatever, I'm just going to hide you from my channel, because I don't want to put up with the fucking bullshit. This is a rant video. I'm reminding you, this is a rant video. So if you don't like yelling, don't even watch it, okay? Because this is my fucking video. And another one thing I want to say, all the liars all the liars, all the falsities, because Big Pharma has taken over. Big Pharma has taken over the World Health Organization, the NIH, the FDA, and the hospitals. You know, doctors no longer work for the patient. Doctors work for the hospitals, which are owned more and more by Big Pharma. There's this agenda to immunize the entire country against something that's still in clinical trial. When we have medication that works, okay, it's all being silenced, and the vaccines are not even through the trials. And the reason that the COVID case numbers are so high is because they test every person walking into a hospital to see if the virus is in them. Well, you're covered in trillions of viruses. That doesn't mean you're sick. Since when do we test healthy people? Since when do we test people with no symptoms? Since when do we isolate healthy people? That's another bunch of bullshit. I am waiting to do some picketing on that, you know, and all these people who got the vaccine, I think one day are going to live to regret it. Do not get the booster. I'm going to put some links to some Rumble videos in there, because all the doctors, all the epidemiologists, all the scientific researchers, and people from Pfizer high up there speaking out, they're all silenced because it's about money, you guys. YouTube, Facebook, they're all owned. There are a few billionaires that own everything, and they're trying to make money off this COVID vaccine that you do not need. You do not need. It is going to be, people are going to regret ever taking this thing. Think for yourself, people, think. So this is what I want to say. This video is called My Rant on Thinking, because a lot of people are not thinking. They're just inundated with fear. They think they have to love their parents. No, you don't. They think that they have to believe everything that's on the news. A lot of it is bullshit. They think they have to trust the doctors, who are now having to comply with the rules of the big pharma that's running everything. And do you know that I think it's Merck, which drug company, they do not want ivermectin to be used as a treatment. They do not want these very safe drugs to be used as treatment for COVID. They want to scare you so that you can buy these vaccines and the billionaires can become bigger billionaires. I'll tell you what, I would rather have a hard cock than have $1 billion. Okay? I think a good man with a hard cock is worth more than $1 billion. I think these people have their priorities all wrong. That said, I don't hook up. Another thing I want to say, that guy I went out with for that beach walk 2 weeks ago, he was trying to tell me that no means yes. I was explaining to him how I went to this guy back to his hotel, making sure he understood, I'm not going to hook up. I don't hook up. And the guy was like, I understand. You can sleep on your side of the bed. I'll sleep on my side of the bed. I said, I don't want to lead you on. I know men want sex. Just to be sure, no means no. I'm not going to have sex with you. Oh, yeah, that's totally fine. I don't want to have sex either. We'll just sleep. You know, I could just use some company. I'm here all by myself. And then all night long, he keeps trying to push his way into me or something. He was gross and disgusting. So I said to him, why would I want to have sex with you? And he's like, because it feels good. And I'm thinking, I don't even want you near me, and I'm really grossed out by your neediness. And your cock is limp. It's useless to me, okay? Don't even press it against me. So I finally told the guy in the morning, you know, I'm an escort, by the way, so if you want to have sex with me, you can pay me for it, because I do not want to have sex with you. But if you pay me, maybe I could turn my no into a yes. He didn't want to do that, so I left. But the guy on the beach walk, I didn't tell him the escort part, but the guy on the beach walk said, well, a lot of women would say if you go back to this hotel, you're actually a yes to sex because you're leading him on. And this guy is 40 years old. In what fucking world does no mean yes? Fuck you. I'm just so sick of bullshit. That's why I'm making this rant video. A lot of you guys like my rant video because I get a little fired up. But I don't like to get fired up. I judge myself as like, I should be nice. I should be sweet. I should get along with everyone. I should never get angry. And that's another problem. Like, women are not supposed to get angry. It's okay to get angry. It's okay to get angry sometimes, you know. I don't like to stay angry, though, because Anger releases a lot of cortisol, and I like to keep myself really zen. But anger lets me know when my boundaries are violated. Anger lets me have the power to say no to things that aren't right for me. So, anyway, here's my memoir, what I did for sex and what I can do for you. My piece of shit dad is in this book. And the reason he's a piece of shit is because he likes you if you do what he wants. So if you don't do what he wants, he'll get mad at you. He won't talk to you. And it can be something like he doesn't like the major you picked, or how much makeup you wear, or, you know, you're dating someone that he doesn't like, or whatever reason. Like you're just doing something over there that he doesn't approve of. And fortunately for me, I grew up with parents who loved me enough that I had the freedom to hate them. And I think that's very important for all of us as we become adults to disentangle or untangle. We all have to untangle from our parents. I believe that's the work of becoming an adult, is untangling from our parents. Like not needing them. And for most people, I think we shouldn't even talk to them at all because they're pretty much useless. They're the old energy, they're the past. So if you like your parents, fine. My kids happen to like my company, they enjoy my company. But my kids don't people please me, because if they don't like something that I'm doing, or they think I need to see something, they challenge me. And I always allow it. I encourage that. Which is good, because I know when they were little, they were always a little afraid of me because I was kind of a taskmaster. I would sometimes get upset. That's the end of my rant video. I feel better.